The best thing about wrestling, as a lot of us know, as fans, is, while we get to watch these promotions and see a good storyline unfold, it's also not impossible to figure out, like, which wrestlers from different promotions would fare well against one another. Just building a match, fantasy building, like this match in our heads, that what if, what could have been. That is one of the best things about wrestling, and that's what we're going to do for you tonight. What is up, people of the internet? This is, again, Culture Pit. In this Buckle Bomb podcast of ours, there's Paolo, Seb, Gavin, Bon. I don't know where they are, but here we are. Tonight we're going to be talking about a fantasy interbrand triple threat match featuring one wrestler from WWE or NXT, one wrestler from AEW, and one wrestler from New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, if you want to get to that part already, click this timestamp rather below. So just put it here. And yeah, so just enjoy us talk about that for the next 20 or so minutes. But of course, before we get to that, let's talk about some of the wrestling things, some of the wrestling news that happened this week. Well, not just this week, but like also last week. A lot of things happened. So let's start with NXT TakeOver. And again, just like last episode of Buckle Bomb podcast, we're just going to be talking about the highlights, or what we think are the highlights of these events. Of course, if you have your own ideal highlight or your favorite highlight of the match and we didn't get of the events rather, and we didn't get to discuss it, just put it right below in the comments section, and we'll reply to you, and we'll be happy to tell you what we think about it. All right, so let's talk about NXT TakeOver. Let's talk about the North American Championship match. So
yes!
We had yes. It was fun. It was so fun. It was a ladder match for the North American Championship that Keith Lee, prior to that match, had vacated. Featuring Johnny Gargano, Cameron Grimes, Damian Priest, and
Bronson Reed.
Who were the rest? So, yeah, Bronson Reed. We also had
Velveteen.
Who was? Yes, Velveteen Dream, and there was another one. Was it just 5 of them?
Yeah, it was 5 of them.
Oh, just 5 of them, right. We know that Dexter Lumis was supposed to join that match. Unfortunately, he was not able to. But my God, the spots in that match. My God,
Yee.
the spots.
Yee.
Okay, so I just want to talk about this briefly. Like, the most hilarious part of the match was when Cameron Grimes was stuck between 2 ladders and like 2 people were... Remember that one?
Yeah.
Like when 2 people were pulling. I don't know if like one of them was Damian Priest, but like, yeah. So Cameron Grimes had to do like a split mid-air in between the ladders. Oh man, that was fun. And
got
like,
stretched.
Yeah, and I think there was one part where Velveteen Dream did a Dream Valley driver to, I don't know if it was Johnny Gargano, but it was from the ring apron to a ladder resting in between like the ring and the barricade.
Yes.
That was an awesome spot. Of course, Candice came out and tried to help Johnny Gargano win the title, but ultimately it didn't work out. And yeah, what happened was basically just Damian Priest winning it. I think it's about time for him to win it. So I'm actually pretty happy about this match. The Archer of Infamy.
Yes.
So there you go. It's been a long time coming. Congratulations, Damian Priest. All right. Yes.
Right. Whatever that is.
Let's move on to the Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee.
Oh my gosh.
Match. I'm just gonna say, okay, so Adam Cole won. I'm really happy with how it ended. Thankfully, Adam Cole won, and I'm really happy with how it ended. He didn't use the last shot knee strike. He used the Panama
City
what do you call that again? Yeah.
Panama
yes.
Sunrise,
from the top
second half
turnbuckle.
From the middle rope, and then the destroyer.
Yep. Yeah. There you go. So that was awesome. And like, by the way, props to Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
For moving the way he did. Like, good job.
No one expected that he could move like that. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
I did. I expected that. those promo videos of him like doing shit,
Yeah.
that was really
Yeah.
impressive. That was like the only guy that could possibly like measure up to just how athletic back McAfee was. I think is Stephen Amell.
Yes,
Oh
Like
yeah.
in terms
yes.
of
Yeah.
non
Yeah.
At
like
SummerSlam match, I
wrestling.
loved it.
Oh
Yeah,
man, yeah.
Pat
That was fun.
McAfee and Stephen Amell very closely behind him. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good match. It was a really good there was a lot of it was good pacing and like Adam Cole really delivered. So yeah, congrats Adam Cole. Finally, and I told you guys this would be short. Finally, we move on to the Keith Lee versus Karrion Kross match. Um, I felt so bad for Karrion Kross making his entrance because it's like he makes this badass entrance and like his name pops up and just all for like silent, awkward claps. But like, yeah, it was this match. I'm gonna be honest here. I love Keith Lee. Anyone who knows me will know that I love Keith Lee, but this match was a little bit boring. It was a
Yeah.
little bit slow.
It was a bit
It was
off.
a bit off.
Yeah.
Primarily, I think it's because of Karrion Kross's injury. And of course, due to that injury, he had to relinquish the title after a couple of days on NXT. So that'll lead to a fatal four-way match for the NXT title featuring Finn Balor,
Johnny
um,
Gargano,
Johnny
Tommaso
Gargano,
Ciampa.
Adam Cole, and Tommaso Ciampa, who just recently returned.
Yes.
Who is also
You murdered
seems
a
to be
dude.
like more dangerous than ever.
He murdered a
Um,
dude.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
Yeah, murdered a dude.
Isn't he not supposed to ever come back to NXT?
Who?
Why?
Wasn't that kind of the deal with their last match, Gargano and Ciampa? Wasn't it a loser leaves NXT
No,
thing?
it wasn't. It was like just,
I don't think
to
so.
end everything and,
Just-
and whatnot.
Yeah, to end their rivalry, I think. But like, way to end the rivalry, right? Just put them both in like a major title match. I'm not. Yeah, I mean, if it is, I'm just. You know what? I'm just happy Tommaso Ciampa's back.
Yeah.
Like, he looks great. By the way, he looks
Yeah.
really good.
Psycho Killer.
And I
Ciampa.
like the and like I can truly say the Psycho Killer is back because like the way he murdered that guy
Jake Atlas.
on NXT. Oh my god.
Our condolences to Jake
Yeah.
Atlas' family.
Our
Wait,
condolences to
fuck,
Jake
it
Atlas.
did happen! It did happen! It was a loser leaves NXT match and he's just
Was it?
fucking back on NXT. Because
He's
WWE
back,
doesn't
he's back.
believe in the attention span of their fans. Fuck.
Yeah.
Are we just supposed,
Well.
are we supposed to just ignore that, like, he's supposed to not be on this promotion? I mean, but, like, it's just so bad for continuity.
I feel like,
Like-
WWE fans are like, what? Wait, he's great. It's great he's back, but he shouldn't be here. No, he's back. Enjoy him. He's back. Yeah, I know, but he's not supposed to be. No,
Like,
but
we
he's
had no
back.
choice. We couldn't bring him to Raw or SmackDown. We're just bringing him back this time in
as well.
shorts.
Yeah,
This
in
is the
like
same
trunks.
shorts.
But I liked his mask, so like,
Yeah,
good
Psycho
for him.
Killer. Tommaso Ciampa is back.
Yeah, Psycho Killer. All right, let's move on to the WWE side of things. Seb's least favorite part.
My least favorite part started when you mentioned anything associated with WWE, but it's
Yeah. But yeah, so like
Dude, it's NXT.
we have SummerSlam. SummerSlam, yeah,
Yeah.
three, well, really just two, but like, okay, three matches worth mentioning. The Drew versus Randy Orton match. We're just gonna put this out of the way. It ended in a
You never saw it
backflip
coming.
pin. Never saw it coming, did
Yeah.
you? No one got their damn head taken off. No one got RKO'd out of nowhere. And like, yeah, that was the match. Drew won. So, yay.
Yeah.
And then we move on to the Seth Rollins versus Dominic Mysterio.
Oh my gosh.
Walter. We move on to the Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins match. It was a how do I Bon, you talk about this match.
It was a bit dragging, but oh my gosh, the storytelling. Oh
The
my gosh.
storytelling,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like Ray handcuffed to the ropes, watching his
Yeah.
son get murdered by
Watching his
Monday
son
Night
get
Messiah.
like
Oh my
curb stomped.
gosh. Oh my
Man.
gosh.
Yeah.
I love your Rollins. Take
Angie
me.
coming
Take
out.
me. Yeah, Angie.
It was a good touch, like Angie coming out, like, and Murphy keeping, I think, Ray busy, and like Ray still handcuffed, and then Dominic coming to his mother's rescue and just beating up Rollins, but ultimately losing to the Monday Night Messiah. But they won a payback.
Yeah.
We're mentioning this now because it's not in. It kind of is in our highlights, but we just want to get that out of the way. So Rey Mysterio and Dominic versus Murphy and Seth Rollins payback. Mysterio family wins, and I don't know what's gonna happen in Raw, because Ray is gonna go one-on-one with Seth Rollins. But yeah, so there you go. There's more of that feud coming in. So which leads us to our final highlight for SummerSlam. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. Um, yeah,
Fiend won.
this angle, yeah, Fiend won. It's like, it was a no holds barred match,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, no holds barred match, and yeah, Fiend won. So this all happened when Braun Strowman introduced the box cutter into the match and like tore up the soft part of the ring and like exposing the plywood underneath, and then like gets up, sees the Fiend behind him, goes, "Why won't you die?" and then tries to hit him with a wild haymaker. Fiend evades, puts him in the Sister Abigail twice, and wins the title. But out of nowhere, Roman Reigns comes in, spears the Fiend. We never saw that coming. We never saw that
The
coming.
big
I didn't
bones.
see it coming. I don't know if you guys saw it coming. I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, same.
And
I mean, if like I didn't see Roman Reigns coming, but I definitely saw a spear coming. Like it's Roman Reigns, man.
yeah.
What's he gonna do?
He turns into a spear. But yeah, so that was great. When that happened, no one was really sure if Roman was face or heel until SmackDown happened. But of course, so we'll get to that. So that's SummerSlam. Payback happens a week after SummerSlam, and before Payback, there was Raw and there was SmackDown. Highlight for Raw was Keith Lee coming back.
You mean
And-
making his debut, but
Making his
Oh, shit.
debut.
Fucking crazy.
Yep. His entrance music is different.
he's now limited.
He's a limited man. But, he did tweet that music is out of his hands, and,
New stuff is coming out soon, so
yeah, hopefully new stuff comes out soon.
So
And of
Keith
course,
Lee's
like,
music is the TNT title. Of,
the first TNT title.
yeah.
But like, okay, so another highlight was Drew McIntyre getting kicked in the head 3 times, writing him off for Payback, so he wasn't there, which leads to the Keith Lee versus Randy Orton match in Payback, which we will get to. And then SmackDown happened. So again, as I mentioned earlier, we weren't sure if Roman was heel or face until the last 20 seconds of SmackDown, when he revealed that he had signed, or he had aligned himself rather, with Paul Heyman.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So,
so we can now confirm that Paul Heyman is face.
His face.
Nope, it wasn't a heel turn, people.
That wasn't we're kidding.
You never saw
Yeah,
it coming.
so- never saw that coming. And like how Paul Heyman was looking at Roman Reigns.
Get you, man.
Yeah.
Who could
Yeah,
look at you
man.
the way?
But yeah, so there's, I know, man. Get you a man looks at you the way Paul Heyman looks at Roman Reigns. But yeah, there you go. So there's the heel turn that everyone's been like waiting for and screaming for. And of course,
Years.
something for years and years, man. I mean, if I may add, for years, and that was always what people wanted, and somehow people were still unhappy about it.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Well-
But also something great that happened in SmackDown. Bun.
Yes.
The return
This
of
dude,
the real Intercontinental
the
Champion.
real Intercontinental Champion is back.
The real Intercontinental
Jeff
Champion.
Hardy, move out of the way. It's not your birthday anymore. Actually, it's your
Yeah,
birthday
man.
today, but it's not your birthday anymore. Drop
Oh, it
the
is his birthday.
Intercontinental title. That is fake. You're a fraud. I'm sorry. I loved you back in 2009, but you're not the champion. Sami Zayn is. My baby is back.
The
Oh my
passion
gosh.
that Bon has for
Oh my
Sami
gosh.
Zayn.
Ah!
And
But-
I just really want Sami Zayn to be champion again,
Yes.
man.
Well,
Like
he's
AJ
the champion,
Styles,
man. He's the
move out of the way. Yeah, I mean,
Dude,
I mean,
want
like-
to, move over Jeff Hardy. Like, I liked you back when your back fully functioned, but now that it isn't, I mean, they take back your belt. I want
still like him.
WWE Intercontinental Champion to have a fully functioning back.
that's the requirement for an IC champ.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that'd be fun. I hope I'm hoping to see more of that, and I hope I hope Sami Zayn starts his own Champions Lounge and tells Shinsuke and Cesaro to stay out, because no one treats Sami Zayn like that.
Yeah. And before we move on, Sammy,
yeah.
get a fucking haircut, please. I love you, but
Get a
fucking
haircut. Get a haircut. Yeah. Which moves us to WWE.
You know what?
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't mind Sammy not getting a haircut. What Sammy needs is some real fucking ring gear, bro.
What?
Yeah.
It's fine.
True.
Dude, no, it looked
Oh.
so baggy. He looked like Aladdin with boots. Like, give
Yeah.
man some committed real ring gear. He looks
actual
weird.
ring
He
gear.
looks
I gotta
on a-
agree with Sam. Actual ring gear, and I think he deserves it. I think Sami Zayn, of course, with ring gear would always look really, really.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so let's move on, gents, to the payback. I want to get this out of the way. The Keith Lee versus Randy Orton match. Reason I want to get it out of the way is because aside from me still not being behind Keith Lee's actual current entrance music, he
Seems
beat
like a
Randy
really
Orton
big
clean.
issue, huh?
He beat Orton clean, so Keith Lee won that match. And here's the thing, I don't know where this puts Orton.
Yeah. Saying,
He was being built up as, not that I'm ungrateful, I'm happy Keith Lee won. However, I kind of feel like he should have lost this match. Because
I
we're
kinda
building
feel
Orton
like
up
you left
as...
the company, bro. Because
Sorry?
it's a difficult spot to put them in. Because
Yeah.
you can't have Keith lose this early. You also shouldn't have had Keith lose so many this early. But they're desperately trying to save a big investment in a big prospect. So
Yeah.
Keith Lee had to win. Like at this point, if you're going to sacrifice someone's very important momentum, it should be the guy who's in his 40s and has won more titles than anyone should ever humanly hold. So Keith Lee had to win in so that Keith Lee's stock could go back into a stable position.
Yeah.
Because with him right now looking like the world's thickest and most dangerous burrito, we need to see like that Keith Lee is still Keith Lee.
All right, that's a fair point.
That's all we got.
Yeah. That's definitely a fair point. Again, I just don't know where this puts Randy, to be honest with you guys. Like, they're building him up as this dangerous heel, and out of nowhere. But yeah, so we'll see where that leads us. Let's go on to the women's tag team match. The reason we're saying this is because we know We know this is going to lead to an implosion of Bailey and Sasha, them losing the championships, the Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. So the initial angle was Baszler and Jax not getting along. In fact, this was kind of teased at Raw Underground that they were not the best of friends. However, during the match or in between the match, it was funny because like there was a point in the match where Nia Jax was like, "We got this," and like Baszler was like, "We can win." So all of a sudden, they're friends. So I guess they're kind of building it up as, yeah, I don't like you at first, but now you're my best friend. And then they hugged after the match. And then like Baszler still going, oh, we're not friends, but whatever, we're champs, so we're gonna celebrate. Which leads us to the actual quote unquote best friends, Sasha Banks and Bailey. So before this, during SummerSlam, Sasha Banks had lost the Raw Women's title to Asuka. So she had been going through, for a whole week, she was going through this whole I only have one title belt left.
Yeah.
I don't feel successful. I don't feel like I'm valuable, but I'm going to try to make this work. And of course, Bailey, being Bailey was like, she was just like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have let you fight Asuka, blah, blah, blah. I know about your history about not successfully defending a singles title." And like, I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
all right, we're going there."
Because
we
we
were
want to
there.
have friends like that.
For all of Sasha Banks' defenses, for all of her title defenses, from the first one until this one, we were there, and she never defended it one goddamn time, not once. So that was funny because like this is gonna lead up. I'm pretty sure this is gonna lead up the Sasha versus Bailey, all obviously for the SmackDown Women's title, which is on Bailey's shoulder. How it's gonna happen, I have my guesses. Particularly like I don't know, like Bailey sees Sasha as a threat. So what she does is she turns on Sasha out of nowhere, or maybe like Sasha just trying to coax this rivalry where you've always been sacrificing me, I'm always your sacrificial lamb, and like, you know what, I'm done being with you and I'm gonna challenge you for the title, something like that. So obviously it could happen, like, it could happen that way. Which leads us to the final part. Well, not leads us, but like, so that's the women's tag match. So we're done with Keith Lee, we're done with the women's tag. So let's go to the triple threat match between Roman Reigns, The Fiend, and Bray Wyatt. I hate Bray Wyatt, by the way, for ruining The Fiend's entrance. That is always something I look forward to. Braun Strowman. Sorry. So Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns. I'm sorry, I'm getting my names mixed up now. I hate Braun so much for ruining Bray's entrance. I always look forward to Bray's Fiend entrance, and he had to ruin it. So, he's a heel. But at the same time, I'm really happy that we don't have like the Fiend title again. So anyway, match starts with Braun Strowman beating up Bray Wyatt for a while, and then they mix it up in and out of the ring. They go to the stage area, they fight there, and then they dive off somewhere, and then it's a roller coaster of a match. Really, it's a roller coaster of a match, and then they go back to the ring, and then like from the top, for the second turnbuckle, Fiend superplexes Bray Wyatt.
No, Braun.
The ring breaks, and then
goes mild.
the crowd, and then I'm still sad he didn't change his entrance music. Big Dog comes in, signs the contract the last minute, goes in there with a steel chair, but goes, "Hey, wait, they're both down. I'm just gonna try to pin Bray Wyatt." So he tries to pin Bray twice, kicks out. Tries to pin Braun Strowman once, kicks out. Goes back outside, gets the steel chair, whacks Braun Strowman. and then tries to go after the Fiend. The Fiend mandible claws him, gives him a low blow, and kicks him in the dick. And then like Fiend is out. And then like while Braun is reeling, spear, and then Roman Reigns is your new Blue Universal champion. So very short title run for the Fiend.
At least he didn't get pinned. So
at least he didn't get pinned.
True.
But it was weird seeing the Fiend get low blowed for like what was it, the first time ever?
A supernatural dude got kicked into the
I just see this going into that direction because I'm just thinking that the Fiend versus Roman match is just going to be Roman trying to Superman punch the Fiend's dick as many times as possible. And it will, like the Fiend having a mandible claw on Roman's dick, and then Roman just kicking the Fiend in the dick. And this ends in a no contest because none of them can get up because their dicks hurt too much. This is the shit I'll expect from WWE. I'm so scared. Please be better. Please give us revolve around penises again.
Why does he keep on punching him in the
Why
dick?
does he keep doing this? Oh man, I just hope that doesn't happen again. So that's WWE. That's WWE.
Time to move on.
Let's move on to AEW. Seb,
Brody Lee killed Cody Rhodes, or Cody. Yes, Cody's dead. He was taken out on a stretcher. And he was like, thumbs up, I'm still alive. Then Brody's like, not on my watch, you aren't. And then he gets all of the Dark Order people to kill him further. And then Anna, what's her name?
99.
Anna J to sleeper hold Brandy. Which, like most of Brandy Rhodes' storylines, will now like nullify everything that's been happening, I guess. Because like right before Brandy turns into anything, like, you know, you gotta kill her and make her go back to being Cody's wife. And that's what happened to Cody. And then like he sprinkled Cody's silver belt all over him and looked through a paper shredder. Man, our paper shredder's great these days. And yeah, Brody's amazing. Brody is just proving that like he can turn this Dark Order thing around to something cool instead of, you know, like a big job squad thing. So that was awesome. And then MJF and Mox just showing each other that I am bad guy, and Mox saying I'm gonna hurt you, and then you know, MJF just going like, I will sue, I have lawyer, and then the lawyer is a surprisingly good talker. I'm not sure who this guy is, but he's
an indie
really good at talking. Huh?
He's an
indie dude.
Yeah. Some indie.
He's really good.
He's an indie
really
dude.
good. Like this guy is actually somehow like snatching some spotlight from MJF because he's genuinely very good and very annoying.
Yeah.
And they've been doing this whole let's ban the paradigm shift for no reason. I don't know why MJF has so much fucking like for people who have like, you know, a higher amount of like, you know, rank or whatever. Like for some reason, he always gets the faces to sign off on his condition, you know? So Mox did sign that contract. So like, all right, no more paradigm shift. But in return, I get to beat up your lawyer. I don't really know MJF personally, but like, all right, cool. But it's nice. I'm looking forward to this. I now am on the fence whether I want MJF to win. I half think it's the right time, and I half think it isn't because Hangman.
Oh my gosh.
Hangman just betrayed his not friends. He has betrayed his not friends. He has been claiming for weeks that he has not been part of the elite, but now he's been officially kicked out, but not on his own terms. I don't know what the fuck that means. Because, like, he's just showing that, like, all right, I'm going to be a dick to the elite. And then the elite's like, why would you do that? And then Hangman's like, I've been doing this for weeks, bud. We haven't been friends for Revolution. But yes, this is so great. And I love that Hangman is going through this demon in a bottle phase. A reference to that Iron Man storyline where he becomes an alcoholic and loses everything. They're giving Hangman the evil eyes, you now have mascara under your eyes type of thing. To, make it look like he's been drinking a lot and has been conflicted. So, like, Hangman is kind of conflicted with how he feels about what he's done. This is obviously leading to Hangman having new friends, the FTR, joining him, which I think is just great because they're both guys who drink alcohol and they're both like badass heels who all kind of resemble Stone Cold to a certain degree, which Hangman is in AEW. He's definitely the modern day Steve Austin for this promotion. And it just feels like they've just elevated his part in the company, Already he's in the tag division and it already, very soon gonna be. And Kenny's also slowly turning evil, so I'm not sure where this is all leading to. All I know is it's great and fuck Matt Jackson. He's been deserving this for a long time. So, and on like lower on the card news, the Butcher and the Blade and the Lucha Bros lost the match to the Natural Nightmares and Jurassic.
Yes.
Yeah, they lost that match, and I don't understand why. They looked like they were having like they were doing great, and then like they were just like, yeah, we're not supposed to win this match, and you see Blade going like, yeah, we're not supposed to win. So like they don't do the finish, and the Natural Nightmares and the Jurassic Express get the everyone's favorite indie win via the roll up, and then the Butcher and the Blade and the Mexican Goths fight each other. They're like, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. And then Eddie Kingston comes out. They're like, why are you guys fighting? We're supposed to be friends. We're from the indie scene, so we should all be friends. And then the Lucha Bros and the Butcher and the Blade are just like, who are you? Okay, then let's be friends. And then you see Eddie Kingston smile at the camera because he's like, these guys are stupid, but now I have friends. I don't know where this is leading. I have no idea where it's leading. I don't know if it's a faction. I don't know if Eddie Kingston is just swindling all four of these guys who are appearing not very bright at all. I don't think it's going to make any of the four guys come off as very competent. I think they're going to come off of this like looking like idiots. But Eddie Kingston's a great talker, man. Eddie Kingston can sell me anything. Eddie Kingston can sell me like underwear I've shitted in. And I'd still be like, I buy that. Things. And yes, and this will all culminate, at least the world title stuff and all of that will be culminating at All Out, which is September 5th. And man, I'm just, AEW has very nice things. And another notable thing is that Shida is going to be fighting in an interpromotional match against, I forgot her name, but she's the AAA women's champion. And
NWA.
this is the first time that I feel like... Huh?
She's the NWA Women's Champion, I believe.
Oh, NWA. Sorry, I thought it was AAA. Sorry. Yeah, the NWA Women's Champion versus Sheeta. This is desperately needed, to say the least, for the women's division in AEW because they seem to be treating their women's division the way WWE has been treating wrestling. It needs star power. It needs to feel important, and this does feel important. I'm just disappointed that AEW is still grabbing at straws for the women's championship to feel important because Britt Baker is so ready to be a top heel. Big Swole is actually a really good worker. They got some good talent over there. They should cultivate it. And they seem to be afraid to display this on their main show. I hope they start going past, more than one women's segment a week because they have talented women on that roster. And I hope this will lead down to a path of AEW making their women's division great the way they made every other division they have currently great.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yep. So I think that wraps up the AEW review. Now, if you're here in this timestamp, that means you skipped the review for SummerSlam, for Payback, for NXT, and for AEW. That's okay. At any point in time, you can replay this when you have more free time. Just check out the YouTube channel. Just plugging that in, youtube.com. And of course, just check out the channel, Culture Pit Philippines. And before we continue, we just want to say thank you guys for always checking out the podcast. So again, just follow us, facebook.com/realculturepit, Instagram @realculturepit, and Twitter, Real Culture Pit as well. And let's move on to the main event for the night. So again, main event. So like I mentioned in our introduction, the great thing about being a wrestling fan is to be able to figure out what your fantasy match would be. Not necessarily from just one promotion, not necessarily from just one brand, but of course, you could do like an inter-promotion triple threat match, which is what we're gonna do tonight. So the rules are you can only have one representative from each of these promotions, namely WWE or NXT. Gotta throw the "or" out there because you're only it's technically under WWE. You're only allowed to have one guy or one lady. It's up to you. AEW or New Japan Pro Wrestling. So how we're gonna do it is this: we're gonna state the names of the wrestlers from each brand. We're gonna give a brief summary of how the match is gonna go, and then we're gonna decide on the winner. So to mix things up, Gab actually gave us a primer of what his fantasy match would be, and I'm very interested to hear what that is, but like the last part of the show. So Gab, today's your lucky day. You go last. Bon, I kind of want you to go first, my guy.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'll go, and then Seb will go, and then Gab, the main event of main events, buddy. Floor is yours.
All right.
So Bon, why don't you take it away?
So, I want for WWE, I want my guy, Sami Zayn. For AEW, I want Kenny Omega. My shirt.
Okay.
And for NJPW, I know he's not currently in NJPW, but he's from there. So, I want the NJPW version Shinsuke Nakamura. I want them to go.
Okay. That's fair.
For triple threat match, I guess for the WWE and the IWGP Intercontinental title, like winner take all.
Okay.
A winner take all.
Winner takes all the IC titles.
Yes. I want it to be like the Zayn Nakamura NXT match back in 2016, where like they didn't
that was a good
do
one. That was a good one.
much they didn't do much, but the match was really, really good because of storytelling,
Yep.
how the match was structured. Like, again, they didn't do much, but everything they
Yep.
did meant something. You know what I mean? I don't want
Okay.
it to be like a Kenny Omega Okada match for like 60 minutes. Oh my gosh, I kicked out, blah, 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 blah. I don't want it like that. I want one finisher. Like one finisher. They could like
Okay.
counter everything, but I want one finisher, and I want
Okay.
it to be like
To decide the
20
match.
minute match. I don't want it longer. I want a 20-minute match. I mean, longer doesn't equate to a great match. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
yeah, I
Yep.
want a triple threat winner takes all intercontinental match. And of course, I am biased, so I want Sami Zayn to take every damn thing. Yes, you are the fucking winner.
Of course.
Yes, and the winner gets to marry me. So we're gonna get married. Sami Zayn.
Oh man,
And there
can't
we
wait for
have
your
it.
children, Sami Zayn.
Yes.
All right.
We're gonna adopt children from
Yeah.
El Generico's.
El Generico's orphanage.
And there you have
Alright.
it. That's mine. That's mine.
Nice. So my turn. My WWE or NXT guy, well, WWE guy, would be Kevin Owens.
Mhm.
My AEW guy will be Hangman Page. And my New Japan guy, obviously, Switchblade Jay White. So, here's how the match is gonna go. Owens makes his entrance. After Owens makes his entrance, Hangman makes his entrance. After Hangman makes his entrance, Jay White comes in and tells Hangman, hey, you know what? We were both from you were from New Japan. I am from New Japan. You were Bullet Club. I'm Bullet Club. What do you think? And then, so as the Three Sweet sign is here, Hangman goes, yeah, what the hell? So Three Sweets, Jay White, they gang up on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, by the way, this is a no disqualification match, just because. So what Kevin Owens does is, so they're ganging up on him until Kevin Owens somehow, for some reason, low blows Hangman Page. So he's one-on-one with Jay White. He's one-on-one with Jay White, and they're fighting and whatever. And Hangman comes in and saves Jay White from Owens. So as Hangman comes in with a buckshot lariat to Owens, Jay White tries to do a small package pin on Hangman Page, which breaks the in-match alliance. So they go at it, Jay White and Hangman. Ultimately, Hangman stuns Jay Wyatt, tries to hit him with the buckshot lariat, misses, turns around, Jay White hits him with the Blade Runner, and then Owens comes in, and as soon as Jay White hits Hangman with the Blade Runner, so like Hangman rolls out of the ring, Owens comes in and finishes Jay White not with a stunner, but with a pop-up powerbomb. Owens wins. That's my match.
Yes.
All right. So, Seb, your turn.
Why the hell did Owens not win with the package pile driver? Anyway.
Well, it's Kevin Owens, not Kevin Steve.
I disagree with this booking. Go to hell, sir.
I mean, it's his, it's a WWE, he's still the WWE version of himself, so why the hell
Don't
not?
fuck that version of himself. Anyway. My match, I was going to go two routes, but I just decided to go with the route that I would watch. Well, I would watch both, but like, this is the one that like I feel like a ton of other people would watch besides myself. My match is going to be Dave Meltzer's fucking wet dream. Like, this is the shit he comes to when he fucks anyone. It's gonna be Kenny Omega versus Naito versus Drew McIntyre. And I was contemplating whether to go with Naito or Okada, but I feel like all three of these guys would have something that binds them together. And it's that the earliers kind of fucking sucked, bro. These guys are two guys who uh, did their rounds once, were shit, changed something up, completely transformed themselves, completely reinvented themselves, and ended up on top. So this match will be a 30-minute classic type match. But it won't be 30 minutes. It's gonna be a fucking hour. Because I love cardio. I love all of these. I've loved all of those Kenny Omega versus Okada matches. The ones that go on forever and you just could see so much sweat and so many welts on their bodies from all of the strong style hits. And this will be that match. There's gonna be a lot of hockey fight punches, you know, that punching each other, same thing. There's gonna be a lot of the work ratey shit that you could, you know, Kotaro crushers, dragon suplex from Kenny Omega, tiger suplex, dragon suplex, the full Nelson suplex. And there's gonna be a shit of chops coming from Drew. You know, just red as fuck chest. Naito just spitting in everyone's face. You know, mouths putting saliva, and his saliva usually goes on other people's faces. There will be a point in this match where Naito in the middle of the ring will go for a Destino while Drew McIntyre slips back into the ring and runs, and just as the Destino is heading into the back bump, he hits Kenny Omega with a Claymore, and Kenny Omega gets murdered, and it's still fresh and conscious. Naito goes for a cover first, and then Drew's like, "No, Naito," and then just hits the Naito. And then they start hockey fighting each other. And Drew hits a fucking Glasgow kiss. And at this point, Omega's already rolled out of the ring because we can't have a finish yet. And then everyone's just so sweaty and in so much pain. Everyone's pulled out every move in their arsenal. And Kenny Omega hits a one-winged angel on Naito. And he does not land on top. He's exhausted. And he tries to get up. And then Drew hits a fucking Claymore. And then the timekeeper says 10 seconds left on the match. And this ends at a time limit draw for everybody. I love all of these guys, and I don't want anyone. I just want them to beat the fuck out of each other.
And then no one wins.
Everyone's gonna be like, no one's gonna say fight forever, because, there is a time limit, so they're just like, fight for an hour.
Basically, Seb just wants to see big, meaty man slapping meat.
Actually, no. There is a lot of meat slapping. That was not. There is. I'm just gonna say the alternate match that I had in mind, because there was so much meat planned for the other match. This is a butcher shop's worth of meat. My New Japan guy was going to be Jeff Cobb.
Oh.
And the guy was going to be Brock Lesnar or Big E. And
yes, meat.
My AEW guy was going to be the Machine Brian Cage.
Yes.
And be like, if you like just unfroze all of the raw meat in your house, they're just thawed out. And they're just raw and meaty. And all you did for a straight 10 minutes was just slap them against each other like this.
Big meaty man slapping me.
That would be the match. It's 10 minutes of just That's how it would be. That's how it would be.
Like
Like
meat bump.
way too many suplexes. We will see a split from Big E for no reason at some point in this match. Like just so much just that's the whole match. That's the whole match. I just had to let that out. I just needed people to know that my other plan was just so much meat slapping. That's right. That really is everything.
Seb's other plan.
So much.
Seb's other plan was a lot of meat. My other plan was like a lot of knee strikes.
A lot of meat. So much meat that this match will cause everyone from PETA and all of the vegans to protest. No animals were harmed. Like this is just too much meat for us to do nothing about.
Christ. Oh my god. Yes. Seb's other match was all meat, man. My other match was all bone. Right? My other match was all just knees and elbows. My other match, just for the sake of, was Moxley as my AEW guy, Kenta as my New Japan guy, Nakamura as my WWE guy, just because strong style. But yeah. All right, so Gab, let's go with yours, my friend.
All right. I want wrestlers, right? I have to declare the wrestlers. I'm
Yes.
for my WWE guy. It would be the Fiend.
Mm-hmm.
The friend.
The friend.
The friend. Yeah.
The friend, Bray Wyatt.
Friend. For AEW, it's Pentagon Jr.
Okay.
So you know where I'm going with this shit. And for my New Japan guy, it would be Evil. King of Darkness.
Yes.
Yes.
The man
Yeah.
who needs
Loser
The
goes
match
to hell.
would be Hell in a Cell.
Yes.
Hell in a Cell.
It's gotta be Hell in a Cell, dude.
Yes.
Yes.
Hell in a
I
Cell.
would pay for this match.
Yeah, dude. Hell in a Cell. First one who escapes hell. So you put every scary dude I fucking know in a fucking hell, and then someone has to get out of hell, and yeah, that's it.
How does one get out? Like through the door or through the roof?
They get out through the roof. No.
Yeah,
What
that
the
They
fuck?
need to
No. They get out through the door, the cage. They get out through the cage. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Match goes. Everybody ges Pentagon Jr. goes in first, and then Evil goes in first, and then Fiend just appears inside.
Oh.
comes out of the hole.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Come out of nowhere.
who's the most scary man in the ring wins. So
The first 5 minutes is just like
No wrestling. Go.
Pentagon Jr.'s like spamming Sarah Meadows everywhere. Like, I'm not afraid, man. I'm not afraid. Sarah Meadows, man. I'm not afraid. But he's clearly afraid. Because he's just keeps on looking at Fiend. Come on,
It's
man.
amazing.
The fear.
I'm not
It's
afraid.
amazing how Gab turns like a match of like pure darkness and evil and turns it into a comedic match.
I'm not afraid, man.
Dude, it's
Sarah
not
Meadows, man.
a match. It's just like emote spamming.
Emoji spamming.
Beating on each other.
Ooh.
So Pentagon and Evil teams up to take on the Fiend. So they try to beat him up,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
it's prime Fiend. He fights back.
Mhm.
He takes out Naito.
Naito.
Yeah, and he takes out Naito, and
What?
then
Where was
Evil.
Naito?
no. I mean evil. Evil.
Evil.
Sorry. I keep confusing these Japanese guys.
That's
Sorry.
racist.
It's the Jap.
No.
It's the job.
God. Anyway, yeah.
Oh my god.
The Fiend takes
I'm
out
so sorry,
Evil,
everyone.
and then so Pentagon froze there, like, oh shit. No, he keeps spamming Serum, yet I'm not afraid now. And then
fucking
Fiend
prove
goes,
his point.
and then they go after each other.
You know what the worst part about all of this is? This is all likely shit that Pentagon would do.
It's shit Bon hates, man. It's shit Bon. It's everything Bon
Good
hates with Pentagon. With spamming Serum Medo every time he takes a hit. I'm not afraid, man.
Who wins this match, bro? How does this match get finished?
And Naito, I mean, Evil steals the win.
Oh.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
Evil steals
All
the
right.
win.
Wait, who
I
gets
can accept that. I can accept that.
Who gets the pin here? Who gets pinned? Is it
No,
Pentagon or is it Fiend?
No, Evil gets out. Evil gets out. Evil gets
Oh,
out.
yeah.
You have to get out. You
Yeah.
have to get out. So
Yeah,
while Fiend is trying to scare Pentagon, Evil's getting out.
No. Pentagon gets to. Pentagon gets to package file driver the Fiend. And then he starts there, man. Yeah, man, I got you good. And then he goes for the pin, like he forgot. Oh shit, I have to get out.
Wait, how did you turn this
Oh shit, I have to get out. And then he tries to get out. He climbs up the fucking cage. And then
Okay, oh my god, my stomach.
he will put him down. Oh, no, man. I'm king.
Dude,
It's like a
Gab made the rules of Hell in a Cell. He made it cage match rules. Had Pentagon do something he only does and spam his phrase. And he actually, honestly, for a guy who's so new to wrestling, he got enough shit that it was like, this is unlikely. This is something that like someone would book on PCP or some kind of drug. And then they just be like, let's take every one of the worst aspects of these wrestlers and let's just put it into this match. Pentagon taunts too much. The Fiend, for some reason, has a glory hole in the ring. And just when you think something's about to happen, Evil steals the win. This is all consistent.
Yes.
What the?
The win, man.
All right, I wanna have like a voting here. Who has the best match?
Dude, Gab wins.
Who has
Gab.
Why is Gab? Like,
I want to see it now.
Yeah.
I want that match right now.
I want to see it. I want to see it so bad.
Yes.
Dude, it looks like a SmackDown versus Raw match.
Yes.
Crying.
Dude,
I was playing the fucking console, man.
Dude,
It's a dream match.
I imagine like Penta setting up Fiend for the package pile driver, and he goes, "Shadow, man," and then it looks at the door, and it sees Evil. Oh shit!
Yes!
Oh shit!
Yes!
And Evil's like looking back and like holding the doorknob, like, "Bye,
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here, guys."
Honestly,
Oh,
I have my own
Yeah.
idea for this match, and it would actually be pretty amazing. Like, this is honestly a really cool concept. At least, like, the idea of I would probably change out Evil and make it like Night or some shit. But like, yeah, this is an awesome concept.
This is next level stuff, man.
And we mean next level.
We mean next
And we
level.
mean
This is
next
like
level.
I couldn't come up with this. Like
Man,
no
I-
matter
I
how
can't
hard.
Everyone
I
would
tried.
come up with this.
I can't wait for Gab to look back on this, like when he becomes like crazily wrestling savvy and just go like, wow,
I booked that
I
shit.
did that sober? I did that
Yeah.
sober? That was cool though.
All right, so who's got the best match for tonight? I vote Gab,
Gab. That's it.
Gab.
hands down.
Hands down.
I like
Gab won.
Uh,
Gab won.
Gab wins. Gab wins this one. All right, so that's our segment for tonight, folks. How about you? What would be your fantasy Interbrand Triple Threat match? Let us know down in the comments. The best one gets featured on the next episode of the Buckle Bomb podcast.
Yes.
And
Send
yes,
those entries, peeps.
Yep. Send those entries and let us know.
Make the
All right,
matches.
so let us. Yeah, let us know how the match goes. Everything we did today, just do comment on the comment box. How would you do it? Let us know. And what else do you guys want us to talk about here in the Buckle Bomb podcast? So just let us know in the comments. And of course, again, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. So just follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Culture Pit. Check out the YouTube channel, Culture Pit Philippines, and we will see you again really soon. We will see you guys, when something happens in wrestling again, which it probably will, because Clash of Champions is 4 weeks away.
2
So
weeks.
until then,
Yeah.
till then, these are your boys from Culture Pit. You got Paolo, Bon, Gab, and Seb, and we will see you guys again. Stay cultured.